Hi, welcome back to Dawn's Astrological Vision and stand by for Gemini September 2016 General Forecast. Welcome back, Gemini Sun Sign Rising and Moon Sign. This month, I will be giving you the forecast for the new moon solar eclipse and full moon lunar eclipse, how it affects you, and Jupiter movement into Libra. Gemini, first of all, your ruler Mercury will be going direct this month and things could settle down after the 22nd. Until then, you could be feeling a little stuck. Changing your furniture around could help. If you just have to make a location change, read the small print on any contracts. Ask lots of questions. Communication can be messy until the 22nd. Try your best to get as much information as possible. This is a good time to finish projects including home improvement, tie up loose ends. The new moon solar eclipse is in the sign Virgo, your fourth house, on the 1st. The accent is on home, family, estate, or parents. The fourth house is also about endings. Some events and affairs may need to be finished up. There could be some type of awakening or change concerning one of the birth parents, or the possibility of either moving, remodeling your domain, going into real estate, or needing time to withdraw from the world. You could start a business at home. There is often the need to be at home more and to form a nest. Sometimes the effects of the solar eclipse can be felt starting at 90 to 45 days prior to the official hit. Eclipses can influence emotional changes. Solar eclipses, which are new moons, trigger events or flush out unresolved issues. The sun is transiting your fourth house until the 22nd, the sign Virgo. You are initiating personal leadership in the domestic and family affairs. For the next few weeks, there will be a strong emphasis on home, family, and landed property. Concerns about parents and close relatives take center stage. You could find yourself redecorating, changing residence, or buying and selling real estate during this time. Long-standing matters often come to a conclusion and reach a final ending. Now is the time to lay foundations for security and achievements for the year ahead. On the 2nd of the month, there's a stressful aspect involving the Sun in Virgo, your 4th house, Neptune in Pisces, your 10th house, and Saturn in Sagittarius, your 7th house. This can cause delays, mix-ups, and even scandals. Saturn squares the Sun, which is a signal of slowdowns and obstacles. For you, Gemini, this could involve legal, marital, and partnership relations. Handle them wisely and avoid quarrels. Neptune is in opposition to the Sun, which can cause unrealistic attitudes towards professional responsibilities and what is required to be successful. This can sometimes bring scandal through the public disclosure of private affairs. Lastly, Saturn is squaring Neptune. This is an aspect that is known for bringing about lawsuits or just legal difficulties or just unpopularity or unfavorable public relations. This aspect only lasts a few days, Gemini. The best thing to remember is to stay calm and remain under the radar. Also, remember, Mercury is still retrograde in Virgo until the 22nd. If possible, do not sign any legal documents. Labor Day week brings a favorable aspect between the Virgo Sun and Pluto in Capricorn on the 7th. This brings about a terrific opportunity to successfully manage the details of any project or relationship. There is a sigh of relief on September 9th when Jupiter moves into the sign Libra, your 5th house. You could experience a basic love of play and enjoy leisure sports over the next year. Jupiter brings a love of pleasure, taking risk, and expansion of creativity. Creative artists, musicians, and performers are likely to receive both inspiration and cultural recognition. This transit is favorable for happiness and romance, and women who seek pregnancy are likely to be successful at this time. On the 12th, there is a conjunction between the Sun and Mercury in Virgo. Pay attention to news, letters, and phone calls for opportunities to improve your life. You are able to communicate clearly and explain your views to others. Short trips are productive, especially related to real estate and parents. Mars and Uranus makes a trine on the 17th and is favorable for making bolder moves, and you can trust a little luck now. This involves your seventh house of significant others, consultants, lawsuits, and the public, and your 11th house of friends, hopes and wishes, and group involvements. The full moon lunar eclipse is in Pisces, your 10th house, on the 16th. Mars will be involved with this eclipse, and there may be a stressful period denoted. The lunar eclipse oftentimes stimulates change or crisis within 3 to 6 months after they occur. Full moon lunar eclipses tend to have a strong emotional breaking out feeling to them. They may act as an emotional roto-rooter. This is your 10th house, Gemini, and public relations, status, profession, career, and authority figures fall in this house. The 10th house is the most public area and where you gain notice. You'll definitely get noticed with an eclipse falling here, so be prepared. There may be a need to take on greater responsibility. The Sun moves into your 5th house, the sign Libra, on the 22nd. Over the next 30 days, your affectionate nature could be stimulated. You could find new ways to express yourself through a new love or a new baby. Have fun and play, but don't spread yourself too thin. Mercury trines Pluto twice, on the 20th and the 23rd, once before the retrograde and once afterwards. This sharpens your mind, Gemini, and makes you a powerful, persuasive communicator. You quickly grasp the motives of others. This clarity of your thinking enables you to readily influence others. News or an announcement may dramatically affect your life, and there could be an intense experience affecting your 8th house of joint finance, sex, taxes, and investigations. Venus moves into Scorpio, your 6th house, on the 23rd. With Venus in Scorpio, if you're trying to work out a crisis in your love life or your finances over the next month, forget about talking about it. However, for you, Gemini, Venus in the 6th house can bring harmonious working conditions. A salary increase could come about during this time. On the 26th, Jupiter in Libra and the Sun in Libra conjoin for the one and only time this year. This is an amazing combination of power and luck. This is your 5th house, and over the next couple of days, you are energized to reach out and extend your sphere of influence. So your physical and mental health should be good. Reasonable financial investments and speculations, romance, and social activities are favored. Pluto ends its 5-month retrograde phase also on that day. Pluto in Capricorn is in your 8th house and will be in this house until 2024. As Pluto continues in this house, you are working with a compulsion to influence the world through the use of power, whether through socially approved channels or authority or through deep psychological forces. Watch out for the inclination to manipulate others and insisting that others change themselves according to your personal values. Lastly, the new moon is on the 30th in the sign Libra. And over the next couple of weeks, you could be feeling the need to shine. Romance may be a high priority. This house rules creative projects, children, drama, sports, and entertainment. You feel the need to be recognized at this time as someone special. Gemini, your lucky days of the month are the 3rd, 4th, 13th, 14th, 21st, 22nd, and 30th. This completes your September 2016 general forecast. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for liking and subscribing to Dawn's Astrological Vision. Gemini, have a wonderful month, and I'll talk to you in October. Bye.